Thank you for joining Wars of the Roses as we continue with part 22, lesson 21 of the Illuminated Faith, Mystical Interpretation of the Gospel of St. John by R. Swinburne Clymer. Lesson 21. Christ is the bread of life. He who finds the Christ will have found immortality. St. John chapter 6. Verses 1 through 35. 1. After these things Jesus went over the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. 2. And a great multitude followed him, because they saw his miracles which he did on them that were diseased. 3. And Jesus went up into a mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. 4. And the Passover, a feast of the Jews, was nigh. 5. When Jesus then lifted up his eyes and saw a great company coming to him, he saith unto Philip, Whence shall we buy bread, that these may eat? 6. And this he said to prove him, for he himself knew what he would do. Jesus did not ask this question because he desired information, but simply to find out what Philip thought. Why should he desire to feed them when they had only just come there? They could be no more hungry physically than was Jesus, because they had come no further. 7. Philip answered him, 200 penny worth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may take a little. 8. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, saith unto him, 9. There is a lad here, which hath 5 barley loaves and 2 small fishes. But what are they among so many? 10. And Jesus said, Make the men sit down. Now there was much grass in the place. So the men sat down, in number about 5,000. 11. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed to the disciples, and the disciples to them that were sit down, and likewise of the fishes as much as they would. 12. When they were filled, he said unto his disciples, Gather up the fragments that remain, that nothing be lost. 13. Therefore they gathered them together, and filled 12 baskets with fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which remained over and above unto them that had eaten. 14. Then those men, when they had seen the miracle that Jesus did, said, This is of a truth that prophet that should come into the world. 15. When Jesus therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force, to make him a king, he departed again into the mountains himself alone. By their fruits shall ye know them. The people whom Jesus had taught had seen some of his works of ministry, and came to believe that he possessed still greater power than he had displayed. As they were a people in bondage, they thought that, by making him their king, he would be able to free them from their bondage, and otherwise help them without effort on their part. They did not yet understand the higher part of his ministry. All they could understand was that he had been able to give relief to many who had been suffering. They could not understand that his ministry primarily concerned the soul and the principles of soul development. 16. And when even was now come, his disciples went down into the sea. 17. And entered into a ship, and went over the sea towards Capernaum. And it was now dark, and Jesus was not come to them. 18. And the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. 19. So when they had rowed about 25 or 30 furlongs, they see Jesus walking on the sea, and drawing nigh into the ship, and they were afraid. 20. But he saith unto them, It is I, be not afraid. 21. Then they willingly received him into the ship, and immediately the ship was at the land, whither they went. 22. The day following, when the people which stood on the other side of the sea saw that there was none other boat there, save that one whereinto his disciples were entered, and that Jesus went not with his disciples into the boat, but that his disciples were gone away alone. 23. Howbeit there came other boats from Tiberias nigh unto the place where they did eat bread, after that the Lord had given thanks. 24. When the people therefore saw that Jesus was not there, neither his disciples, they also took shipping and came to Capernaum, seeking for Jesus. 25. And when they had found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Rabbi, when comest thou hither? 26. Jesus answered them and said, Verily, verily, I say unto you, ye seek me, not because ye saw the miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaves and were filled. 27. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth until everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath God the Father sealed. 28. Then said they unto him, What shall we do, that we might work the works of God? 29. Jesus answered and said unto him, This is the work of God, that ye may believe on him whom he hath sent. 30. They said therefore unto him, What sign showest thou then, that we may see and believe thee? What doest thou work? 31. Our fathers did eat manna in the desert, as it is written, He gave them bread from heaven to eat. 32. Then Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, Moses gave you not that bread from heaven, but my Father giveth you the true bread from heaven. 33. For the bread of God is he which cometh down from heaven, and giveth life unto the world. 34. Then said they unto him, Lord, evermore, give us this bread. 35. And Jesus said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. The word bread, as used in the Bible, does not refer to material food. It is the symbol of the living Christ. He who believes in the teachings of Jesus and truly accepts them will live according to these teachings, and he who lives according to them will find the Christ. He who finds the Christ will have eaten of the bread of life and will never more hunger. The hunger is for wisdom. When the Christ is found, man has found wisdom. He knows the truth. He will no longer seek after strange gods, for he has found the Father. Fishes, like bread, are emblematical of the life principles and are so often used in the scriptures in a symbolic sense. The Christ is the soul. For this reason is he likened to that which gives nourishment. He who finds the Christ finds nourishment. He finds that which gives him eternal life or immortality. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.